Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? We are looking at the boss battle. Welcome to the bargain bin for the boss battle. So who do we have in the bargain bin? If you haven't had a chance yet, check out my top 4. See if you've got one of the best 4, 5, or 6 that I think are going to be this boss battle. But whom then can you use if you don't have some of the big damage makers, the ones that are going to carry you through all of this? Well, you're going to need somebody that's going to help with boss abilities. And that's one of the things. So we know that we got damage per turn. That's per usual. What we have this time around is a freeze shield combo. So basically, it's going to freeze one move for one player turn, and it can be removed by boss breakers. So if you are coming into this, you need somebody with freeze, not just freeze, but unfreeze boss breaker abilities. And then basically starting on turn 1 and turn 3, and then every 4 turns after that, meaning it's going to be a rotating shield. First with purple gems. So if you have somebody that can make a lot of purple gems, that is what you're going to need to help with this boss. 100 purple gems to be exact. No boss breakers are going to work, so neutralize has no effect on this. And then if it does go that long, you're going to have somebody that breaks green gems as well. Same problem, will not be broken by neutralize. The boss will, because of this combo move, also heal themselves. So you need some sort of healer's steel as well. So there's a few things that you're going to need to bring into this. So purple gems, green gems, the ability to neutralize and get rid of, or health steal, get rid of the health increase by the boss. And then when it comes to that, after that, hopefully someone that can do some damage. So let's go check out who's in the bargain bin, somebody that you can bring into this boss battle to help your team to victory. Let's bro. So one of the things we've got to keep in mind is that hopefully we're going to find people that are going to not only make purple green gems and help out with these boss abilities here, but that also take advantage of trap gems, protect gems, almost forgot what I was going to say, and immobile gems, right? Those are our 3 gem specialty gems that are going to give us some extra damage. So that's who we're going to be looking for this time around. Almost forgot to mention that those are the parameters by which we need to look at stuff. All right, this time, let's bro. So in the focus category over here, the first person that's really going to be on our list in terms of people that are going to be able to do some good for this, we got Cowboy Bob Orton. His ability to make a bunch of immobile gems on the board and to swap them into green, going to help out with that green shield. That's going to be a good use for you. I'm not sure if there's another, and then probably you would do something along this lines like that with the double. That way you can make a whole bunch of green on the board with his pyro gem move. So you're looking at Cowbob to do a little bit of damage that way, but also just to help with the green gem shield. Now for this boss battle, you are going to want Hell Freezes Over. That's going to be your boss breaker for this boss, especially because we need to get rid of that freeze move as quickly as possible. If you've got this at level 10, then you are going to be in good shape. All right, next on our list after Cow Bob, next on my list at least, is someone who makes actually a lot of trap gems. Is actually Hall of Fame Rude is another good one, because Hall of Fame Rude actually makes a 7x7, has a choose into green moves. It also has a purple move as well. Where is it? And chooses purple moves to destroy with the pointed elite elbow. So there's definitely a tricolor build here that you can work with Rick Rude. And if you have his gear, you can do a little bit more damage of things, but it's not necessary, at least for this. The next on our list, I actually like, if we could look for trap gem people, that would help me a little bit more. I like Kali for this boss battle as well. Kali makes a bunch of trap gems, destroys traps gems, purple gems to help out as well. So you're going to be given a chance to break that purple shield. So I think Kali is a good shout out here as well. And last but not least, if you've somehow taken your Otis high enough, he might be able to do some extra bonus damage. He doesn't do a ton of damage with protect gems, but basically anytime you have somebody that has the ability to put protect gems down, or any of these gems, especially ones that we have, and do some extra bonus damage, then that will definitely help. He also has a green snowfall move as well too, to make some green gems. Not the best on the list, but you know what? Somebody that you could use at some point within this. In our chaotic category, one that probably will be in the top 4, 5, or 6, but is going to be in the bargain bin because I cannot redo the last video, is probably going to be Johnny Knoxville. So big shout out to Lee and Rusty for mentioning this, one of the two or both. So not only does he make a whole bunch of trap gems and destroy all of them, but he also has a trap gem bonus move. So that's going to be very much key. It's still a very rare character, but if you have said rare character, you are going to do well with this one. On top of that, let's go back up to maybe trap gems. That'll give us a better idea of who we're dealing with. One that is going to do pretty well, green gem, trap gem, make a lot of damage that way, is going to be our Zombie Undertaker. So I think Zombie Undertaker, who's going to be making a lot of these trap gems, also makes, I believe, purple and green, does he not? In multiply gems. So somebody to think of would be Undertaker, especially if you got some gear on him. Next on the list, surprisingly, is going to be KO. And I know what you're going to say, bro, we have this minus 10,000% red gem damage. And I'm going to say, you're right. But how about we run him? Thanks to my bro, the Herbivore, for pointing out that you can still run him like so. You can still put a Titan plate on him. You can even put some of the new, Sheriff's Badge plate that is sitting on the prize wall right now. Throw that on there for some extra yellow gem damage. And you just make blasts. And because this is a boss battle, this will also set off the Titan plate as well too, turning all of these, provided that you leave 8 of them or more on the board and you don't blow up the board by doing it. But then you'll get the extra gem damage with the cannonball as well. So I see, for anybody who has KO, and if he's your best in your 6-star chaotic powerhouse, I believe he's somebody who's going to help you at least make some damage, but he's not going to help really in any other place for sure. So for this boss battle, I didn't mention it yet, but for this boss battle, you're definitely going to want to bring in the Healer's Steel, or you can bring in the Neutralize. Either one of those, whichever one you have higher, will do well for you. In this one, probably the Healer's Steel off the top, but Neutralize will also work, not against the shields, but it should, actually that's a freeze combo move. Actually, I don't think the Neutralize will work. Never mind. No Neutralize. This time around, it actually is the Healer's Steel. That's what you're going to need for someone in the chaotic category. A couple of others that you could possibly or probably take into this one is, I would say you would be able to take in Ricochet, the Trick Ricochet. Another one making purples and also making a bunch of trap gems as well too. You deal a bunch of damage when you break them, but you are going to be able to make those and make a whole bunch of random gems into purple gems, helping out with the shield. So that's going to help a little bit. Not going to be the greatest, but again, we're looking for bargain bin options here to help out. Another one that you can look at that could probably help out is going to be Showboat Finn Balor. And Balor is going to make a bunch. The Countdown Gems one's not going to help us, but he is going to make purple gems. He is going to make Protect gems to get a little bit more extra damage there. So he's going to help out with the purple shield as well as some Protect gems. And I don't know if anyone actually will, but if you actually had him high enough, Mr. T actually does make a lot of immobile gems. So you can destroy some immobile gems. Doesn't make a ton of them, but he does have some immobile gem ability and the ability to destroy them. But again, you're not going to get very far using Mr. T. Just thought I'd throw them in there just to cover a few of our bases. All right, let's check out the next category. So in our aggressive category, we have a few that might actually do pretty good for this. And I'm thinking Trick Theory might be one with his purple gems, as well as his ability to make trap gems, and 2 different kinds of trap gems will help a little bit, but I'm not sure he's going to do much more than help with the shield and do a little bit of extra damage because of them trap gems. So he would be one person I would look to. Another person that you could possibly look to would be Umaga. Umaga in this case, making a whole bunch of trap gems and making them into green. So that's going to give us the opposite shield, the secondary shield, as something that we can take a little bit of damage to. I don't believe he has any other move there that's going to help us in that. And the last one that we can probably use in here, if you have him high enough, is Tech Brock Lesnar. And Tech Brock Lesnar does have green as well as immobile gems to destroy. So he's going to make a whole bunch of immobile gems with his submission. So those are all going to stay on the board, and then you can go about destroying them. You can also choose them. But he also has, and it doesn't go up very high, but he does have bonus damage for immobile gems. So Brock Lesnar might be the surprise of this category, being one of the highest there. Last but not least, Boss Breaker in this category, as always, is usually, I always say, the Exhaust. If you can get 2 exhausts together, you will take no damage. So Exhaust is going to be the one you're going to want to use in this category. All right, let's check out our last defensive category. So for the defensive category, I think probably the best one in there for the bargain bin, maybe the best one overall, depending on how things work out, is actually going to be LA Knight. Yeah, because he does make a lot of trap gems, which is going to be really good. He's also got, if your opponent generated that, it does not. You probably could run him triple blue to put all the blues in and see where that runs you. But he's going to have the ability to put at least a whole bunch of trap gems and do some damage that way. We didn't check out Boss Breaker wise. You're going to want to put in the Helping Hand. This is going to be your bread and butter, always for the defensive. I don't like tuning up the band. I don't like Life in the Fast Lane. I don't find either one of those to be as effective as healing everybody every single turn, which is what that does at level 10. Next on the list for green gem destruction for the shield, you can put in Zombie Dom, although he won't do much else in the way or of anything else. Apollo Creed makes a bunch of trap gems, so you can put in Apollo. He has, there we go. He's got a trap gem move, but not much else really to help you with yellow or other things. Just somebody to think about that you can use. Another on our list is going to be Honky Tonky Man. So the Honky Tonk Man does make a lot of immobile gems, and you can then has a choose move for purple. You can destroy a whole bunch of them actually rather easily, going back and forth. So you actually have a chance right there to do some damage, at least with for free to play characters. Honky Tonk Man would be the next one on that list. So there you have it, class. That's what we got in the bargain bin this time around. It is not an exhaustive list. I know I've probably forgotten somebody, or there might be somebody that you think will be really good. Let me know in the comments. Help everybody out in the community. And let's try to win this boss battle together. It's going to be a difficult one, but hopefully there is a way to beat this setup here, which seems to be rather daunting when you add a couple of shields and a freeze move as well. Give it the old like, the share, the subscribe, help the bro out to reach an even wider community. Thank you for coming to class, and the bro will see you the next time we all get together. Brofessor out.